everybody. We have your wake up alert. We have some breaking news. We're going to react to the Trump and Biden town hall. Disney now changing their priorities, focusing on Disney Plus and Hulu, the streaming services. Boxing fight coming this Saturday. And also an update on stimulus negotiations, so stay tuned.
Now my life going up, butterfly doors, butterfly doors. Now my life going up, butterfly doors, butterfly.
Okay, everybody, welcome to your Love First Wake Up Alert. First off, let's start by talking about the town hall meetings that basically just happened. Basically, what was supposed to be a debate between Joe Biden and President Trump basically didn't happen because President Trump caught the coronavirus. So then the debate commission wanted to turn it into a virtual debate. Trump did not want it to be a virtual debate and said he will not participate in the debate unless they can both be there together, face to face in person. So that debate was canceled. So since that debate was canceled, the Biden campaign decided to go forward and still do a town hall with just himself, answering questions by the people the same day of the debate. Now, Trump decided to also schedule a town hall meeting that exact same time that Biden was doing his, so he could have that time to speak to the people as well. Now, Sarah Guthrie basically interviewed Trump on the NBC town hall event. She basically did a lot of real-time fact-checking and kind of basically press certain issues, so she got a mixed reaction. She definitely got a lot more social media followers after her tough questioning of the president. She was praised and criticized for her question and fact-checking. Her performance at the town hall clearly made an impression and gained broadcast journalists thousands of new fans on social media. So that's just an update. Make sure you guys check out both, and hopefully there's a little bit more clarity since they're talking directly to the people, not debating each other. They may potentially do another debate before the election happens. We'll kind of see what the updates are on that. Moving on to Disney. Disney has now changed their focus and what they're prioritizing. Now, they have a new CEO that actually came in right before the pandemic. They're actually prioritizing their streaming services, which people in the background are clapping about that. They're making it it might not be too good for the movie theaters because they're not focusing on the theatrical releases as much, but they basically lost billions of dollars due to not being able to put out big movies, and also, well, majorly because of their parks being closed. So now they are going to be putting more money, more content for their streaming services, and that includes Disney Plus, that includes Hulu, and that includes ESPN Plus, which they have ownership of all. Right. Last but not least, we also have an update on the stimulus negotiations. That's unemployment, stimulus checks, stuff like that. Now, it's kind of been in limbo. What's been kind of going on recently is Donald Trump has a representative, Mnuchin, that's negotiating with Nancy Pelosi, who's representing the Democrats in the House. Now, it's a triangle of what they need to happen, right? So the House and the Senate, basically, they need to pass the law and agree and sign off on it. Once they do, then the president signs off, and they do that. The Democrats and Republicans are having a crazy time disagreeing. So the president is trying to come to a negotiation with the Democrats. And if they can agree on something, he has to hopefully be able to convince the rest of the Republicans to agree on that. The Democrats are pretty much together on this. The Republicans are kind of, they have to agree on certain parts. Right now, the House and the presidency cannot agree. Basically, on October 6th, Donald Trump announced on Twitter that he was going to stop negotiations until after the election. He ended up getting a lot of backlash about it. He came out afterwards and said it was a negotiation tactic, and now he does want to go big. He presented a $1.8 trillion offer to Nancy Pelosi, who rejected it, said it didn't have enough needs. So they're trying to agree. Now, the consensus behind the scenes is that a lot of this is political. Trump really wants it because it'll make him look good right before the election. The Democrats actually want to stop it, and that's what the perception is. They don't want him to look this good before the election. The perception looks to me almost to be reality, but that's for you guys to make your own decision. But it doesn't seem like they have the people first, because they do agree on a lot of stuff, but yet there's no agreement to put everything out. So we'll kind of keep you updated on that. So if the House or the Senate pass anything, which they are voted on stuff, like I think the Senate's supposed to come next week and vote, it's not going to mean anything unless they agree before they even vote on anything. Otherwise, once it gets to the other side, they're going to deny it anyway. So just kind of be on alert on that when you see that in the news. Also, sports update in the boxing world, my favorite sport. We actually have a big fight coming up this Saturday, and that's with Lomachenko, and that's going to be versus Lopez. Now, they're going to be fighting this Saturday, which is October 17th. They're going to be fighting for the titles at 135. They're going to be fighting for all the titles to unify who is the best. It's basically all the titles, because boxing is kind of weird with their belts, so sometimes they have two of the same belts. But it's basically who wins this fight is going to be looked at as the number one in that fight. So make sure you check that out. That's actually going to be on ESPN for free. It's a very great fight. That's for free. So if you like boxing, make sure you check that out this Saturday. All right. This has been your Wake Up Alert. Make sure you tune in. Love first. Ear.
I'm a different fabric. Now my life going up, butterfly doors, butterfly doors. Now my life going up, butterfly doors, butterfly doors.